Lesson 14. Quarter. How much is a quarter of 40?
10 is a quarter of 40.
How much is a quarter of 1,000?
250 is a quarter of 1,000.
What's a quarter of 10?
2.5 is a quarter of 10.
What's a quarter of 5?
1.25 is a quarter of 5.
Teach. Learn Spanish. Are you teaching me English?
No, I'm not teaching you English, but I'm learning English from you.
Do you learn Spanish?
No, I don't learn Spanish.
Do you like learning a language?
Yes, I like learning a language.
Does he like learning a language?
Yes, he likes learning a language.
Easy. Difficult. Grammar. Is English grammar difficult?
No, English grammar isn't difficult, but it's easy.
Is Chinese an easy language to learn?
No, Chinese isn't an easy language to learn, but it's a difficult language to learn.
Is it difficult for you to speak your language?
No, it isn't difficult for me to speak my language, but it's easy.
Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hands?
No, it isn't generally easy for people to write with their left hand, but it's difficult.
Hang. Map. What's my pen doing?
Your pen's hanging between your finger and your thumb.
What's hanging from the ceiling?
The light's hanging from the ceiling.
Is there a map hanging on that wall?
Yes, there's a map hanging on that wall.
By. Car, bus, train, school. Do you go home after the lesson by car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home?
I go home after the lesson by bus.
Which do you prefer, to walk or go by car?
I prefer to walk.
Do you come to school by train or by bus?
I come to school by bus.
Does she come to school by train or by bus?
She comes to school by bus.
Married, single. Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Is Mr. Brown single?
No, Mr. Brown isn't single, but he's married.
Husband, wife. Has Mr. Brown a wife?
Yes, Mr. Brown has a wife.
Has Mrs. Brown a husband?
Yes, Mrs. Brown has a husband.
Is Mrs. Brown's husband standing behind the house?
No, Mrs. Brown's husband isn't standing behind the house, but he's standing in front of the house.
Mother, father. What's your mother's name?
My mother's name is Maria.
What's your father's name?
My father's name is Franco.
What's your father's wife's name?
My father's wife's name is Maria.
What's your mother's husband's name?
My mother's husband's name is Franco.
Child, children. What's the plural of child?
The plural of child is children.
How many children have your mother and father?
My mother and father have 4 children.
Are you your father's only child?
No, I'm not my father's only child.